with one particular horse called Nugget. He embraces. The animal digs its sweaty brow into his cheek. And they stand in the dark for an hour, like a necking couple. And of all the nonsensical things, I keep thinking about the horse. Not the boy, the horse. And what it may be trying to do. I keep seeing this huge head kissing him with its chained mouth, nudging through the metal. Some desire absolutely irrelevant to filling its belly or propagating its own kind. What desire could that be? Not to stay a horse any longer. Not to remain reined up forever in all those particular genetic strings. I am lost. What use I should be asking are all these questions to an overworked psychiatrist working in a provincial hospital? They're worse than useless. They are, in fact, subversive. My educated, average head is being held at the wrong angle. The only thing I know for sure is this. A horse's head is finally unknowable to me. Yet I handle children's heads, which I presume to be even more complicated, at least in the area of my chief concern. All the same, whatever the reason they are now, these doubts, not just vaguely worrying, but intolerable. I'm sorry, I'm not making much sense. It all began one Monday last month with Hesther's visit. Some days I blame Hesther. Well, she brought him to me. But of course, that's all nonsense. What was he but a last straw, a last symbol? If it hadn't been him, it would have been the next patient, or the next. At least I suppose so. Madam Chairman.
Hello, Dysart.
Welcome to the torture chamber.
It's good of you to see me right away.
You're welcome, really. Please take a couch.
It's been a day?
No, just a 15-year-old schizophrenic and a girl of 8 thrashed into catatonia by her father. Normal, really. You're in a state?
Dysart, this is the most shocking case I ever tried.
So you said on the phone.
I mean it. You know my bench, they wanted to send the boy to prison. Of course, for life, if they could manage it. It took me 2 hours solid arguing to get him sent to you instead.
Now look, Hesther, before you say anything else, I can take no more patients at the moment. I can't even cope with the ones I already have.
Well, you must.
Why?
Because most people are going to be disgusted by the whole thing, including doctors.
May I remind you that I share this room with 2 other highly competent psychiatrists.
Bennett and Thorogood.
Yes?
They will be as shocked as public. Martin, please take him.
Why? What's he done? Toast some little girl's Pepsi with Spanish fly? What could possibly throw your bench into 2-hour convulsions?
Dysart, he blinded 4 horses with a metal spike.
Blinded?
All on the same night. In a riding stable near Winchester. You know, he worked there on weekends.
How old?
17.
What did he say in court?
Nothing. He just sang.
Sang?
You know, anytime anyone asked him anything, please take him. chance. And this is the last favor I will ever ask you for.
No, it's not.
No, it's not, but all I know is that this boy needs you badly, so please.
When does he get here?
Tomorrow morning.
Can you come in and see me on Friday?
Bless you.
If you come after work, I can give you a drink. Will 6:30 be all right?
You are a dear. You really are a dear.
Famous for it.
Good night.
Good night. What's his name?
Alan Strand.
What did I expect of him? Very little, I promise you. One more dented little face, one more adolescent freak. The usual, unusual. That's one great thing about being in the adjustment business. You're never short of customers. Hello, my name is Martin Dysart. Pleased to meet you. So, did you have a good journey? I hope they gave you lunch at least. Not that there's much to choose between a British rail meal and a one here. Won't you sit down, Alan? All right. Is this your full name? Alan Strand. And you're 17, is it? 17. Well?
W pleasure, W fun, with double good gum.
All right, let's see. You work in an electrical shop during the week. You live with your parents and your father's a printer. What sort of things does your father print?
Pleasure, W fun, with double good gum.
I mean, he prints leaflets and calendars, things like that.
Try the taste of martini, the most beautiful drink in the world. It's the right one, that's martini.
Now that's a good song. It's got such a catchy tune, you know. Can I hear that one again, please, Alan?
W pleasure, W fun, with double good gum.
You know, I was wrong. I really like this one. Can you sing this one for me again, please? I'm going to put you in a private bedroom, Alan. It's rather pleasant than being in a ward, isn't it? Now tell me, which one of your parents won't allow you to watch television? Is it your mother or father? Or both? Nurse, take Stranger to number 3. He'll be staying with us for a while. You like that room? It's nice. That night, I had this very explicit dream. In it, I'm a chief priest in Homeric Greece. I'm wearing this white gold mask, all noble and bearded. I'm officiating at some immensely important ritual sacrifice, on which depends the fate of crops or some military expedition. Sacrifice is a herd of children, about 500 boys and girls. On either side of me stand 2 assistant priests wearing masks as well. Huge, lumpy, pop-eyed masks. As each child steps forward, they grab it from behind, throw it over the stone. And then with a surgical skill which amazes even me, I fit in the knife and slice elegantly down the navel. I part the flaps, sever the inner tubes, yank them out, and throw them hot and steaming onto the floor. The assistants then study the pattern I make. The only thing is, unknown to them, I have started to feel distinctly nauseous. And with each victim, it's getting worse. I am very well aware that if ever those 2 so much as glimpse my distress and the implied doubt that this repetitive and smelly work is doing any social good at all, I will be the next across the storm. And of course, the damn mask begins to slip. The priests both turn and look at it. It slips some more. They can see the green sweat running down my face. Their gold pop eyes suddenly fill up with blood. They tear the knife out of my hand. wake up.
This is the most indulgent thing I've ever heard, Martin. Yo, don't be ridiculous. You have done the most super work for children and you must know that.
Yes, yes. But do the children?
Really?
I'm sorry.
So you should be.
I don't know why you listen. You know, it's just professional menopause. Everyone gets it sooner or later. Except you.
Excuse me. I feel totally fit to be a magistrate all the time.
No, you don't. But then that's you feeling unworthy to fill a job. You know, I feel the job is unworthy. to fill.
Seriously?
Yes. More and more. Anyway, all this dream nonsense is your fault.
Mine.
Yes. It's that boy of yours who started it off. You know, it's his face I saw on every victim across the store.
Strand?
Yes. He has the strangest stare I've ever met.
He does.
No, it's exactly like being accused. Violently accused, but what of? You know, treating him is going to be unsettling, especially in my present state. His singing was direct enough, his speech is more so.
He's talking to you then.
Oh yes. It took him 2 more days of commercials and then he snapped, just like that. I suspect it has something to do with his nightmares.
He has nightmares.
Bad ones.
How weird.
And then he burst in, just like that, without knocking or anything. Fortunately, I didn't have a patient with me.
Dad!
What?
The answer to a question I'd asked him 2 days before. Spat out with the same anger as he sang the commercials.
Dad what?
Who hates telly?
You mean his dad forbids him to watch?
Yes?
It's a dangerous drug.
Really?
Here's a tip you'll appreciate. It pays to have a smile that's bright, to help you look and feel just right.
Double your pleasure, double your fun with double good mint gum. Double.
It may not look like that, but that's what it is. Absolutely fatal, mentally. If you receive my meaning, the thing is, it's a Swiss. It may seem to offer you something, but actually, it's taking something away. Your concentration and your intelligence, each minute you watch it. Now, that's a true Swiss, do you see?
That's a little extreme, my dear,
Well,
isn't it?
it's a disgrace if you come to think of it. You, son of a printer and never opening a book. If the whole world was like you, I'd be out of a job. If you receive my meaning.
All the same, times change, Frank.
They
We don't-
change if you let them change, Dora. Return the TV set first thing in the morning.
Frank, no.
She is an ex-school teacher, isn't she?
Yes? And the boy is proud of that.
I bet she knows more than you.
And she is religious?
She could be. I tried to find out, none too successfully. However, I shall find out on Sunday.
What do you mean?
I want to have a look at his home. So I invited myself over.
Did you now?
If there's any tension over religion, it should be evident on a Sabbath evening. I'll let you know.
Good luck.
Don't need it.
Mr. Frank's still at the press, doctor. He should be home any minute.
Oh, he works Sundays as well?
Yes. He doesn't set much store by Sundays.
Perhaps you and I could have a little talk before he comes in.
Certainly. Won't you join me in the living room then?
Sure. Thank you.
After you.
Mrs. Strang,
Yes.
do you have any idea how this thing might have occurred?
Can't imagine, doctor. It's all just so unbelievable. Alan's always been such a gentle boy. He loves animals, especially horses.
Especially,
Yes. He even has a photograph of one up in his bedroom. A beautiful white one overlooking a gate. And then I remember when he was 7 or 8 years old, I used to have to tell him the same story over and over again, all about a horse.
really?
Yes. It was called Prince, and nobody could ride him.
Why not? Why not? Say it in his voice.
He absolutely loved the idea of animals talking.
Say it, use his voice.
Because I'm faithful. My name is Prince, and I'm a prince among horses. Only my young master can ride. Anyone else, I'll throw. And then I remember, Doctor, I used to tell him this funny thing about falling off horses. Do you know that when the Christian cavalry first arrived in the New World, the pagans thought horse and rider was one person.
One person?
They actually thought it was a god.
A god.
It was only when the rider fell off, they realized the truth.
That's fascinating. I've never heard that before. Mrs. Strang, do you remember something else you may have told him about the horses?
No. Well, there's the Bible, of course. He saith among the trumpets, ha-ha!
Aha.
The book of Job, Doctor. Such a noble passage, you must know. Hast thou given the horse strength?
Hast thou clothed his neck with thunder?
He saith among the trumpets.
Ha
Isn't that splendid?
It certainly is.
ha! Ha
And then I remember Alan and I used to watch an awful lot of television together. He actually could not have enough of it.
But surely you don't have a set, do you?
No,
I understand Mr. Strang doesn't approve.
he doesn't. But I used to let Alan go over to a friend's place next door.
You mean without his father's knowledge?
Doctor, what the eyes do not see, the heart does not grieve over. Does it? And surely television is harmless enough. Oh, hello dear. This is Dr. Dysart.
How do you do?
How do you do?
Dear, I was just telling the doctor about how Alan's always adored us.
We assumed he did.
You know he did. You remember how much he loved that photograph that you gave him?
What about it?
Nothing. Just that he pestered you to have it as soon as he saw it, remember? We've always been a horsey family. At least my side of it has. My grandfather used to ride on the downs behind Brighton every morning, all dressed up in these polo hats and jodhpurs, indulging in equitation, he called it.
Equitation?
I remember I told Alan how that came from the word equus,
Equus?
the Latin word for horses. Alan was fascinated by that word, Doctor, I know. I suppose because he'd never come across one with two U's together before.
Equus!
I always wanted the boy to ride himself. He'd have so enjoyed it.
But surely he did, didn't he?
No,
Never.
he didn't care for it. He was most definite about not wanting to.
But he must have had to at the stables, right? I mean, it would be a part of his job.
You'd have thought so, but he absolutely wouldn't, would he, dear?
Well, it seems he was perfectly happy raking out manure.
Did he ever give a reason for this, Mr. Strang?
Oh, no,
No.
Doctor, no. I mean, we both thought it was most peculiar, but Alan absolutely would not discuss it. I mean, you'd think he'd be longing to get out in the air after being cooped up all week in that dreadful shop. Electrical and kitchenware. Isn't that an environment for a sensitive boy, Doctor?
Dear, did you offer Doctor a cup of tea?
No, I haven't.
Oh, you should.
You must be dying for one.
That would be nice.
Of course. I'll see you in a minute, Doctor.
Sure.
My wife has romantic ideas, if you receive my meaning.
About her family.
She thinks she married beneath her. I dare say she did. Actually, I don't understand these things myself.
Mr. Strang, I'm fascinated by the fact that Alan wouldn't write.
Yeah, well, that's him. He's always been a weird lad, if I have to be honest with you. Can you imagine someone spending their weekends just like that, just cleaning out stalls, while they could have been doing so much more in the way of further education? His mother indulged him. She doesn't care if the boy could hardly write his own name. She, a school teacher that she was. She says as long as he's happy, she's happy.
Would you say she was closer to him than you are?
They've always been thick as thieves. Not that I entirely approve of it, especially when I hear her whispering that Bible hour after hour up there in his room.
Your wife is religious.
Some might say excessively so. Mind you, that's her business. But when it comes to dosing it down the boy's throat, well, frankly, he's my son as well as hers. She doesn't see that. That's the funny thing about these religious folks. They think their susceptibilities are much more important than us.
And you're not religious, I take it.
I'm an atheist, and I don't mind admitting it, Doctor. Doctor, if you want my honest opinion, it's the Bible that's responsible for all this.
Why?
Well, look at it yourself. A boy spends night after night having read these stories into him. An innocent man tortured to death, thorns driven into his head, nails into his hands, a spear jammed through his ribs. All these stories can mark anyone for life, that kind of stuff. Doctor, I'm not joking. The boy was absolutely fascinated by these stories, so much so that I had to put a stop to it once or twice. Bloody religion. Doctor,
You must
that's our only
excuse my husband, Doctor. This one subject is somewhat of an obsession with him, isn't it, my dear? You must admit.
Call it what you may like, dear. All that stuff to me is just bad sex.
What has that got to do with Alan, my dear?
Everything, dear,
I
everything.
understand, my
Mr.
dear.
Strang, Mr.
What are you
Strang.
saying?
Exactly how informed do you judge your son to be about sex?
I don't know.
Mrs. Strang,
I'm a teacher, Doctor. I had to speak with him a little.
and what did you tell him exactly? I'm sorry if this is embarrassing.
I told him all the biological facts. But I also told him what I believed in. That sex is not just a biological thing, but spiritual as well. That if God willed, one day he would fall in love. That his task in life was to prepare for this ultimate moment. And after that, if he was lucky, he would find a higher love still. I don't understand.
There, Dora.
Laugh as usual.
No one's laughing, dear. Are they, Doctor?
Egg! 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 Egg!
Good morning. I'm sorry if I gave you a start last night. I was just collecting some papers from my office. I thought I'd just look in on you. Do you dream often, Alan?
Do you?
Alan, it's my job to ask questions, yours to answer.
Says who?
Says me. Do you dream often?
Do you?
Alan, look.
I'll answer if you answer. In turns.
Very well. Only we have to speak the truth.
Very well.
So, do you dream often?
Yes.
Do you? Yes. Do you have a special dream?
No. Do you?
Yes. What was your dream about last night?
Can't remember. What's yours about?
I said the truth.
That is the truth. What's yours about? The special one.
Carving up children. My turn.
What?
What's your first memory of a horse?
What do you mean?
The first time one entered your life in any way.
Can't remember.
Are you sure?
Yes.
You have no recollection of the first time you noticed a horse?
No, I told you. Now it's my turn. Are you married?
Yes.
And is she a doctor too?
My turn?
Yes, well, what?
What is ek? You shouted it out last night in your dream. I thought you might want to talk about it.
Fun with double good, min gum.
Come on now,
Double your pleasure.
You can do better than
Fun
that.
with double min gum. Double your pleasure, double your fun with double good,
All right.
min gum.
All right. Good morning.
What do you mean?
We are done for the day.
But I've only had 10 minutes.
Too bad.
That's not fair.
No?
No, that's not fair. The government pays you 20 quid an hour to see me. I know, I heard downstairs.
Well, go back there and hear some more.
That's not fair. You're a Swiss. Bloody Swiss fucking
Do
Swiss.
you want me to call the nurse, Alan?
She puts a finger on me and I'll bash her.
She'll bash you much harder, I can assure you of that. Go.
On a beach.
What?
When I first saw a horse, Swizzy, I was 6.
Go on.
Suddenly I heard this noise coming up behind me.
What noise?
Hooves, splashing.
Splashing.
The tide was out and he was galloping.
Who was?
This fellow, like a college chap, he was on this big horse, urging him on, then I called out, hey!
Whoa, buddy! Whoa! Get the shit out of me! Did I scare you?
No?
Hey! That's a terrific castle, buddy.
What's his name?
Oh, this one right here. His name's Trojan. Can't show you if you'd like. He wouldn't bite. You can hardly reach from down there, buddy. Would you like to come up? Lovely, all right. Come round this side. Okay? You always mount the horse to the left, all right? I'm gonna give you a lift, okay? All right. Just for nothing. And upsy daisy. All right, okay. Now all you're gonna do is grip with your knees. Okay, you're young now, so I wanna see that power. Okay? All right. Okay. Hold on to his mane. Tight now. Okay. Shoulders wide. Okay. All set. Come on, Trojan. Let's go. Hey, buddy. Would you like to go any faster?
Yes!
Yes! That's what I like to hear. All right. Simple procedure, all right? All you gotta do is say, come on, Trojan. Bear me away. All right? Say it then.
Bear me away!
Yeah!
Bear me away!
Bear
was
us
it?
away!
Was it wonderful? Weren't you frightened?
Bear me away! Bear me away! Bear me away! That's it. That's all I remember.
Is that so?
Yes.
Thank you. You know, I've never been on a horse in my life.
Nor me.
You mean after that?
Yes.
But you must have at the stables, right?
No.
Never.
No.
How come?
I didn't care to. Anyway, it's my turn now. I told you a secret, now you tell me one.
All right. You know I've got patients who've got things to tell me, but they can't say them to my face. What do you think I do about that, Alan?
What?
I give them this little tape recorder.
That's stupid.
All you have to do is press this red button and speak into it. It's simple. Anyway, we are done for the day. I'll see you tomorrow.
Maybe.
Maybe.
If I feel like it, Doctor. This thing, it's stupid, okay?
That same evening, I had multiple visitors. Mr. Dalton, I'm sorry. I imagine this must have been a terrible experience for you.
Terrible, huh? I don't think I'll ever get over it. All right? Jill over there has had a nervous breakdown. I've never seen that shit in my life. Doctor, in my opinion, that boy should be in prison. All right? Not in a hospital at the taxpayer's expense. Am I paying for that?
I'm sorry. Jill?
The girl who worked for me. The one who introduced that freak to me.
He was introduced to you by a girl.
Yes. Jill Mason. Met her somewhere asking for a job.
And when he first appeared, he didn't seem in any way peculiar.
No, it's bloody good. He spent hours with the horses, cleaning and grooming them. Way over the Call of Duty, I'd say.
Mr. Strang and I thought you had to know something, Doctor. Do you remember that photograph that I had mentioned to you? The one that Mr. Strang had gifted Alan a few years back to put up in his bedroom.
Yes, a horse looking over a gate, wasn't it?
Yes, that's correct. Doctor, it actually took the place of a different kind of photograph altogether. It was a reproduction of our Lord on his way to Calvary. Alan found it in Reed's art shop and absolutely fell in love with it. He even insisted on buying it with his pocket money and hanging it at the foot of his bed where he could see the last thing at night. Mr. Strang was very displeased about this.
Because it was religious.
Doctor, in all fairness, I must admit it was a tad little extreme.
Apparently, during the whole time he worked for you, the boy never actually wrote.
That's true.
Wasn't that peculiar?
Very. See, that is, if he didn't.
What do you mean?
See, Doctor, on and off that entire year, I had a feeling the horses were being taken out at night.
At night?
Yes. The Christ was loaded down with chains, and the centurions were really laying on the stripes. Mr. Strang stood it for a while, but one day we had one of our tiffs about religion, and he went straight upstairs to the boy's bedroom, tore it off his wall, and threw it in the dustbin. Alan was hysterical after that, Doctor. He cried for days. And Alan, you know, he's not a crier, no?
But he was recovered when he was given the picture of the horse in his place.
Yes, he certainly seemed to. At least he hung it in that exact same position. And we had no more of that awful weeping.
Exactly how long ago was that?
Alan would have been about 12.
That's interesting.
It was sexy.
Soon, Alan's tape arrived.
That's what you want to know, isn't it? All right, it was. I'm talking about the beach. I was pushed forward on the horse. The fellow held me tight and let me turn the horse which way I wanted. All that power, going any way you want. There was sweat on my legs from his neck His sides were warm and the smell. And then suddenly I was on the ground where Dad had pulled me. I swore I would have crushed him. Something else. I looked up into his mouth. It was huge. There was this chain on it. The fellow pulled it and cream dripped out. I said, "Does it hurt?" And he said, the horse said, desperately. It was always the same after that. Anytime I got clogged by, I had to run and watch, just to see their skins, the way their necks twist and sweat shines in the folds.
There were just weird things I noticed. I mean, too often, one or other of the horses would be sweaty, right? First thing in the morning, even when it wasn't sick. And his stall wouldn't be nearly as mucky as it should have been if it had been an all night. See, Doctor, I'm no superstitious man, all right? And at the time, I didn't pay it much mind. It was only when I realized that I had hired a goddamn loony on my stable. I came to wonder if he had been riding all the time behind my back.
And the stable's locked at night.
Yes,
And someone sleeps on the premises.
me and my son.
2 people.
I'm sorry, Doctor. You see, it's obviously just my fancy. I tell you, this thing, it's shaken me up so bad, I'm liable to believe anything.
Look, even if you're right, why would anyone do that? Why would any boy choose to ride all by himself at night when he can go off with the others during the day?
You're asking me, huh? Doctor, he's the loony, isn't he? You asked that. You asked him, right? You asked that boy.
Could you tell me something more about the horse's picture in a little more detail?
Yes, of course, Doctor. It's a most remarkable picture, really. You rarely ever see a horse being photographed from that angle. Absolutely head on. It comes out all eyes.
You mean staring straight at you?
Yes, that's right.
It was then. That moment I felt real alarm. What was it? A shadow of a giant head across my desk.
I can't remember when it started. Mum reading to me about a prince who no one could ride except one young boy. Or the white horse in Revelations. Words like stirrup, flanks, hooves. Even the words made me feel the way they give themselves to us. That was it too. They can stamp us into bits anytime they want, and they don't. Instead, they just trot on and let themselves be turned on a string all day, absolutely humble. Years I never told anyone. Mum wouldn't understand. She likes jodhpurs and bowler hats. My grandfather dressed with a horse, and she says, "What does that mean? The horse isn't dressed. It's the most naked thing you ever saw, more than a dog or a cat or anything." No one understands, except cowboys. They do.
Nurse, will you let Mr. Strang in, please? He's coming up.
I bet all cowboys are orphans. I bet they are. No one says to a cowboy, "Receive my meaning." Or dare say God all the time. God sees you, Alan. God's got eyes everywhere. I'm not doing this anymore. I've had enough.
I was just passing by. I hope it's not too late.
Of course not. I am delighted to see you, Mr. Strang.
My wife doesn't know I'm here, so I'd be grateful if you didn't enlighten her. If you receive my meaning.
Everything that happens in this room is confidential, Mr. Strang.
I hope so. I hope so.
Do you have something to tell me?
Well, as a matter of fact, yes.
Your wife, she told me about the photograph.
It's not that. It's about that, but it's worse. I wanted to speak to you the other night, but I couldn't in front of Dora. Maybe I should have. At least this might show her where such stuff leads to, which she drills into the boy's head behind my back.
What kind of a thing is it?
Something I witnessed
Where?
at home. About 18 months ago.
Go on.
The boy had been in his bed for hours, or so I thought. I went upstairs. As I came along the passage, I could see the door of his bedroom was ajar. Of course, he didn't know that. And from inside, I heard the sound of this chanting,
Chanting.
like the Bible. One of those lists his mother always keeps reading to me.
What kind of lists?
Those begats. So and so begat, you know. Genealogy.
Do you remember what Alan's list sounded like?
Well, the sort of thing is, as I stood there, I was absolutely astonished. And the first word that I heard was,
Prince!
Prince begat Prance. That sort of nonsense.
And Prance begat Prancus! And Prancus begat Francus!
As I looked through the door, I could see him standing there in his pajamas in the moonlight, right in front of that big photograph.
The horse with the huge eyes.
Right.
And Francus begat Spancus, and Spancus begat Spuncus the Great, who lived 60 years.
Well, the sort of thing is, I don't remember the exact names, of course. But then suddenly he knelt down,
In front of the photograph.
right at the foot of his bed.
And Leguus begat Nequus, and Nequus begat Flecus, the king of spit. And Flecus spoke out of his chinkle chankle.
What? Chinkle chankle, that's the word. I have never forgotten it.
And he said, Behold, I give you Equus, my only begotten son.
Equus.
Equus. He repeated that word several times. Behold, Equus, my only begotten son. And then he took out a piece of string from his pocket, made it into a noose and put it in his mouth. And with the other end of the string, he
Began to beat himself.
Yes! Yes! You see why I could speak to his mother about it. Religion is responsible for everything.
What did you do?
Nothing. I coughed and went back downstairs.
Did you ever speak to him about this, even obliquely?
I can't speak of things like that, Doctor. It's not in my nature.
I can see that.
Yeah, well, that's it.
Is there anything else, Mr. Strang?
Well, actually, there is one thing.
What is it?
The night that he did that awful thing in the
Yes.
stable,
Yes.
that night he was out with a girl.
How do you know that?
I just know.
Did he tell you?
I can't speak anymore.
Mr. Strang, I don't quite understand. You're telling me that he was out
Everything
with a girl.
said in here is confidential, right? You said?
Absolutely.
Then ask him. Ask him about the girl he took up. And ask, good night, Doctor.
Oh, Max, what a bloody beautiful morning, huh? Huh? You smell that? You know what that is? That's the smell of fresh horse shit. I love it. What's your name, boy? Doesn't matter. I'm gonna call you boy, all right? Okay. So the first thing to learn is drill. Okay? Learn it and keep to it. Okay? I want this place neat. Okay? I want this place clean. And I want this place right. Okay? All right. Jill's in there and she's going to show you some grooming. Okay? You know what that is? You'll find out soon enough. This, buddy, is a hoof pick. Okay? Super sharp. All right? Mind how you go about that. But the main rule, buddy, at this table is if you don't know something, just ask. All right? Never pretend you know something when you don't.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
Yes.
Actually, the main rule is just have fun. All right?
Yes, sir.
Did I scare you? Just a little bit? Maybe? Good lad. Take care now, okay?
Was she friendly?
Yes.
Or standoffish?
Yes.
Well, which, Alan?
Yes.
Which was she?
Yes.
Friendly or standoffish?
What?
Did you like her? Did you take her out, Alan? Come on, Alan, tell me. Did you take the girl out? Did you like her? Come on, tell me, Alan. Tell me. Tell me! What?
Tell me, tell me, tell me, tell me! On and on standing there! Nosy Parker, that's all you are! Bloody Nosy Parker! Just like that! On and bloody on! Tell me, tell me, tell me! Answer this, answer that! Never stop!
I'm sorry.
Alright, you tell me. You answer me.
We're not playing that game now.
We're playing what I say!
All right. What do you want to know?
Do you have dates?
I told you I'm married.
I know. Her name's Margaret, isn't it? You see, I found out. What made you want to go out with her? Did you used to bite your hand when she did you in the chair?
That's not very funny.
Do you have girls behind your back?
No.
Do you fuck her?
That's enough now.
Come on. Tell me. Tell me, tell me, tell me.
I
tell
said
me,
that's
tell me.
enough now, Alan.
No, I bet you don't. I bet you never even touch her. You've got no kids, have you? Is that because you don't fuck?
Go to your room. Go now, quick march. Put that down, Alan. Put that down. Put that down right now! Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. The boy's on the run, so he gets defensive. What am I then? Kid little bastard. He knew exactly what questions to try. Wicked. And of course, perceptive. Ever since I made that crack about carving up children, he's been aware of me in an absolutely specific way. Of course. That's the thing about advanced neurotics. It aims directly at your area of maximum vulnerability. Which I suppose is as good a way as any of describing Margaret.
Now please stop it.
Do I embarrass you?
Well, I suspect you're about to.
My wife doesn't understand me, Your Honor.
You understand her.
Obviously, I never did.
I'm sorry. I have never liked to ask you, but I have always imagined that you weren't exactly compatible, Martin.
Oh, we were. We were, you know. It actually worked for a bit. We worked for each other. She actually for me through a kind of briskness. A clear, red-headed, inaccessible briskness which kept me keyed up for months.
It's you who are wicked, you know.
No, no. She got exactly the same from me. Antiseptic proficiency. We suited each other admirably, you know. I see us in our wedding photo. Doctor and Dr. McBrisk. We were brisk in our wooing, brisk in our wedding, brisk in disappointment. And then we turned from each other briskly into our separate surgeries, and now there's damn on.
You have no children, have you?
No. We didn't go in for them. Instead, she sits beside our salmon pink glazed brick fireplace, knitting things for orphans. And I sit opposite, turning the pages of art books on ancient Greece. Occasionally, I trail a faint scent of my enthusiasm across her path. I pass her a picture of the sacred acrobats of Crete leaping through the horns of running bulls, and she says, "Oh, Martin, what an absurd thing to be doing! The Highland Games? Now there's normal sport." Or she'll say, just after I've told her a story from the Iliad, you know, Agamemnon and all those were nothing but a bunch of hooligans from Glasgow, only with fancy names. You get the picture? She's turned into a shrink. A familiar domestic monster. Margaret Dysart, the shrink.
That's cruel, Martin.
Is it? You know, Hester, do you know what's it like for two people to live in the same house, as if they were living in different parts of the world? Mentally, she's always in some grisly chapel of her own inheriting, and I'm in some Doric temple of Greece. Clouds staring through pillars, eagles bearing prophecies out of the sky. She finds all that repulsive. All my wife has ever taken from the Mediterranean, all that vast, intuitive culture of 4 bottles of Chianti to make into lamps and 2 China condiment donkeys to put salt and pepper in. You know, Hester, if I had a son, he'd come out exactly like his mother. Utterly worshipfulness. Would you like a drink?
No, thanks. Actually, I have got to be going. You know, I've got a list of papers to get to before.
You never stop, do you?
Do you, Martin?
This boy, with his stare, he's trying to save himself through me.
I would say so.
What am I trying to do to him?
Restore him surely.
To what?
A normal life.
Ah,
It still means something.
does it?
I won't be put on stand like this, Martin. You know, you're really disgraceful. Martin, you know what I mean by a normal smile in a child's eyes, and one that isn't, even if I can't define it to you exactly, don't you? Don't you?
Yes. Yes.
Then we have a duty to that surely, in fact, both of us.
Touché. I'll talk to you.
Dismissed.
You said you had to go.
Thank you for what you're doing. You're going through a rotten patch at the moment, and I'm sorry for that. But Martin, I suppose one of the few things one can do is simply hold on to priorities.
Priorities. Like what?
Children before grown-ups. Things like that.
You're really quite splendid, you know.
Famous for it, you know. Good night.
Good night. Normal. The normal is the good smile in a child's eyes. All right. It's also the dead stare in me and adults. It sustains and kills, just like a god. It's the ordinary made beautiful. It's also the average made lethal. The normal is the indispensable and murderous god of health. And I am his priest. My tools are very delicate. My compassion is honest. I have honestly assisted children in this room. I've talked away terrors and relieved many agonies. But also beyond question, I have cut from them parts of individuality repugnant to this God, in both his aspects. Parts sacred, to rarer and more wonderful gods, and at what length? Sacrifices to Zeus took at the most 60 seconds each. Sacrifices to the normal can take as long as 60 months. Your eyes are feeling heavy now, Alan. You want a long, deep sleep. Have it. Can you hear me? Good. Now raise your head and open your eyes. Now you're going to answer questions I'm going to ask you, Alan. Do you understand?
Yes.
And after that, you're going to remember everything you tell me. All right?
Yes.
Good. Now I want you to go back in time. You're on that beach you told me about. Above you, staring down at you, is that great horse's head and the cream dropping from it. Can you see that?
Yes.
You ask him a question.
Does the chain hurt?
And what does the horse say back?
Yes.
And then you say.
Let me take it out for you.
And then he says.
It never comes out. They have me in chains.
Like Jesus?
Yes.
Only his name isn't Jesus, is it?
No.
What's his name, Alan?
No one knows but him and me.
You can't tell me, Alan. Come on. Name him.
Equus.
Equus. Does he live in all horses or just some?
All.
Good. Now leave the beach. You're in your bedroom now, Alan. You're 12 years old. You're looking at that photograph. You're looking at Equus from the foot of your bed. Would you like to kneel down?
Yes.
Go on then. Now tell me, why is Equus in chains?
For the sins of the world.
What does he say to you?
I see you. I will save you.
How?
Two shall be one, bear you away.
Horse and rider shall be one beast.
No, one person.
One person. And then?
My chinkle chankle shall be in thy hand.
Chinkle chankle, that's his bow chain, isn't it?
Yes.
Good. You can get up now, Alan. Come on. Now think of the stables. What is the stable? His temple. His holy of holies.
Yes.
It's where you tend him. You wash him, brush him with many brushes.
Yes.
And there he spoke to you, didn't he?
Yes.
He looked at you with his gentle eyes and spake into you.
Yes.
What did he say to you, Alan?
Ride me! Mount me and ride me forth at night!
And then you obeyed.
Yes.
And then you rode in secret.
Yes.
How often?
Every 3 weeks, more people would notice.
On a particular horse?
No.
How did you get into the stables?
Stole a key. Had it copied at the electrical shop.
Clever boy. And then you slip out of the house.
Midnight. On the stroke.
How far is the stable, Alan?
2 miles.
Let's do it. Let's go riding, Alan. Let's go riding. Now! You're there now, Alan. In front of the stable door. The key's in your hand. Go and open it. Quietly. Quietly, Gordon may still be awake. Quietly. Yes. You're on the inside now, Alan. All the horses are staring at you. Can you see them?
Yes.
Which one are you going to take?
Nugget. We walk down the path behind until we reach the field.
Is it a big field?
Huge.
What's it like?
Full of mist. Nettles on your feet. And the sting.
Take off your shoes.
Everything.
All your clothes.
Yes.
What do you do then? First thing, Alan.
Put on his sandals.
Sandals.
Sandals of majesty. Made of sack.
And then?
Jingle jangle. He doesn't like it so late, but he takes it for my sake. He bends for me. Pushes forth his neck to it.
No saddle.
Never.
What do you do now, Alan?
Touch him.
Where?
All over. Everywhere. His belly. His ribs are of ivory. Of great value. His flank is cool. His nostrils open for me. His eyes shine, they can see in the dark.
And then?
Then he's ready.
You can get upon him now.
Yes.
Yes. on then, Alan. Go on. Mount him. Mount him, Alan.
Equus! Equus! Equus, take me!
What?
Hurts!
Hurts?
A knife! In the skin, little knives all inside my legs. Stop it! No one said go. That's it. He's good. Equus, the god slave, faithful and true. Into my hands he commends himself, naked, in his jingle shackle. Stop it! It must go so badly.
Go then. Leave me behind, Alan. Go riding, Alan. Now. Now you're alone with Equus.
Equus, son of Fleckus, son of Neckus, walk! The king rides out on Equus. No one can ride him but me. He lets me turn him in this way and that. His neck comes out of my body. It can see in the dark. Tonight, we ride against them all. All our enemies. The host of Jodhpur, the host of Bola, and all those who show him off with them. Cowboys are watching. They know who we are. They're admiring us. Bowing low, hard to us. Come on, let's show them. Kanta! Kanta! Done! Double them! Done! Double them! Done! Trouble them! And Equus, the mighty, rose against Thorn. His enemies scatter. His enemies fall. I'm stiff in the wind. My mane, stiff in the wind. Feel me. On you. I want to be in you. I want to be you. Forever and ever. Equus, I love you. Now, bear me away. Make us one person. Ha ha. Ha ha. Ha ha. Ha ha. Amen.
With one particular horse called Nugget. He embraces. He showed me how he stands with it afterwards. With one hand on its chest, one on its neck like a frozen tango dancer, inhaling its cold, sweet breath. It raises its matted head, opens its great square teeth and says, "Why? Why me? Do you really imagine you can account for me? Totally, infallibly, inevitably account for me? Poor Dr. Dysart. thing is, I am desperate. I'm wearing that horse's head myself, this huge, implacable head. It's the most alarming. It asks questions I've avoided all my professional life. A child is born into a world of phenomena, all equal in their power to enslave. It sniffs, it sucks, it strokes its eyes all over the uncomfortable range. Suddenly one strikes. Why? Moments snap together like magnets, forging the chain of shackles. Why? I can trace them. I can even with time pull them apart. But why were they ever magnetized at all? I don't know. And nor does anybody else. And yet if I don't know that, and if I can never know that, what am I doing here? I don't mean socially doing or clinically doing. I mean fundamentally. This is the feeling more and more. Account for me, says staring echoes. First account for me. This is more than just professional menopause.
Don't you dare! I know those
Mrs. Strang, leave this
They
room.
don't work on me, you know.
Mrs. Strang, leave this
Doctor
room.
Yao.
Mrs. Strang,
What'd you say?
please leave this room.
Goodbye.
I must ask you never to come here again, please.
You think I want to, doctor? You think I want to be here?
Mrs. Strang, what on earth has got into you? Can't you see he's highly distressed?
That's distressed.
Of course he is. He's at the most delicate stage of his treatment. All exposed, ashamed. Everything you can imagine.
Me? What about me, doctor? Who do you think I am? I'm a parent, so it doesn't matter, right? What do you have to do to have a little sympathy in this world, Dr. Blind Animal?
Mrs. Strang, please.
Look, doctor, you don't have to live with this. Alan is just one patient. One out of many. He's my son. I lie awake in bed every night thinking of what he has done. You come into our homes and you ask us who forbids television, who does what behind whose back as if we're some sort of criminals. We're not criminals, doctor. We've done nothing wrong. We loved Alan. We gave him the best love we could. Yes, we quarrel sometimes. So what? All parents quarrel. And we make up for it, okay? My husband, he's a good man. He's an honest man. Religion or no religion. He cares for his boy. He cares for his home and this world. And Alan has had as much love, care, and treats as any other boy in this world. So, no, doctor. Whatever has happened because of Alan. Alan is himself. Every soul is itself. So even if you tried to add up everything that we've ever done to him, from his first day on this planet till this very day, you still wouldn't realize why he did this terrible thing. That's just him. Not all of our things added up, no. Do you understand what I'm saying to you, doctor? I want you to know I deny it absolutely. What he's seeing, how he's behaving, how he's attacking everyone else for what he is, for what he has done. You've got your words. God, Doctor, you would also know of the devil. The devil isn't made up by what Mummy and Daddy say. No, it's an old-fashioned word, but a very true thing. I'll leave now. What I did in there was inexcusable. But only I knew it was my little Alan and the devil came.
I thought you liked your mother. She doesn't know anything, you know. I haven't told her what you told me. You do know that, Alan, don't you?
It was all lies anyway.
What?
You and your hypnosis. Just a conflict, that's all.
What do you mean?
Made me say a lot of lies.
Did it? Like what?
All of it. Everything I said, a lot of lies.
I see.
You ought to be locked up. You and your bloody tricks.
I thought you liked tricks.
If you're drug next, I know.
What drug?
I've heard. I'm not ignorant. I know what you get up doing here. Shove needles in people and pump them full of truth drugs so they can't help but say things. That's next, isn't it?
Alan, do you know why you're here?
So that you can give me truth drugs.
He actually thinks they exist. And of course he wants one.
Doesn't sound like that to me, Martin.
Why mention them otherwise? He wants a way to speak to me, Hester. To finally tell me what happened in that stable. Tapes to isolate it. Hypnosis is a trick. Or at least, that's the pretense.
Does it still say that?
I haven't seen him. I cancelled his appointment in the morning and let him stew in his own anxiety. I'm almost tempted to play a real trick on him.
Like what?
The old placebo,
You mean a harmless pill?
full of alleged truth drug.
Do you think that will get him to speak?
Yes. I think so. You know, under all that glove ring, he trusts me.
I'm sure he does.
Poor bloody fool.
Don't start that again, Martin.
Hester, can you think of anything worse one can do to anyone than take away their worship?
Worship.
Yes. That word again.
Aren't you being a little extreme?
Extremity is the point.
Worship isn't destructive, Martin. I know that.
I don't. I only know it's the core of his life. What else has he got to think about him? He can hardly read. He knows no physics or engineering to make the world real for him. No music except television jingles. No history except tales from a desperate mother. No friends. Not one kid to give him a joke or to make him know himself more moderately. He's a modern citizen for whom society doesn't exist. He lives 1 hour every 3 weeks, howling in a mist. And after the service, kneels to a slave who stands over him, obviously and unthrowably his master. With my body, I de-worship. Many men have less vital relationships with their wives.
All the same, they don't usually blind their wives, do they?
Come on, Esther.
Well, do they, Martin?
You mean he's dangerous? Huh? A violent, dangerous madman who's going to run around the country doing it again and again.
I mean, the boy is in pain, Martin. And he has been in pain for most of his life. At least that much you know, surely?
Possibly.
Possibly?
Yes.
Martin, that cut-off little figure you just described must have been in pain for years.
Possibly.
And listen, you can take it away.
Still. Possibly.
Then that's enough. That simply has to be enough for you, surely, in the end.
No.
Why not?
It's his.
I don't understand.
His pain, his own, he's made it. Look, Esther. go through life and call it yours, your life, you first have to get your own pain, pain that's unique to you. He's done that. All right, he's sick. He's full of fear and misery. He was dangerous and maybe again, although I hardly doubt it. That boy has known a passion more ferocious than I have felt in any second of my life. And let me tell you one thing, Hester. I envy it.
You can't.
Can't you see? That's the accusation. That's what his terror has been saying to me all this time. At least I gathered. When did you? I'm jealous, Hester. Jealous of Alan's strength.
That's absurd, Martin.
Is it? I go on about my wife. That smug woman sitting by the fire. Have you ever thought of the fellow on the other side of it? The finicky, critical husband going through the pages of art books on mythical Greece. What worship has he ever known? And without worship, you shrink. It's as brutal as that. I shrank my own life. No one can do it for you. I settled, Esther. I settled for being pallid and provincial out of my own eternal timidity. I imply we can't have children, but that's just me. You know, I had myself tested behind her back. The lowest sperm count you could ever find, and I never told her, never. Because that's what I want. Sympathy mixed with resentment, right? I tell everyone, Margaret's the Puritan, I am the pagan, some pagan. Such wild returns I make to the womb of civilization. I spend 3 weeks every year in the Mediterranean. Every bed booked in advance, every meal paid for by vouchers. Such a fantastic surrender to the primitive and the instinctive. Huh? While I sit there, baiting a poor, an imaginative woman, that freaky boy tries to conjure the reality. I keep turning the pages of centaurs, trampling the soil of Argos, and outside my window he's trying to become one in a hamster field. I keep looking at that woman, knitting night after night, a woman I haven't kissed in 6 years, and he stands in the dark, sucking the sweat of his god's hairy cheek, and in the morning, I put all my books away in the cultural shelf and go off to treat him for insanity. You see?
The boy is in pain, Martin. That's all I see in the end. What can I say? I'm not just being Mrs. Meg Brisk. Look, I understand, you know. You know I do understand that you have not made your own pain. But Martin, you have still made other things, right? Your own skills and thoughts. Your own way of connecting what you just said, what unique to you. So do not tell me now that work is unworthy, you're just a butcher, a provincial, because all that stuff is hateful. Well, all right. You have never galloped. Too bad. Let me tell you something. You know, Martin, if I have to choose between that boy's sheer galloping and your training, I will choose the training every time, and so will he at this moment. That stare of his, it isn't accusing you, my dear. Can't you see it's simply demanding?
What's it demanding?
Just that, your power to pull him out of the nightmare he has galloped himself into.
I'll talk to you.
You know, I really wish you...
Yes, yes. And whose power pulls me out of mine? Nurse? Is the Strang boy in bed yet?
Oh, no, doctor. He's up watching television
Would you ask him to come down here, please?
at this hour.
Yes? I'd like a session with him.
Sure, doctor.
Thank you. Also, would you phone home and tell my wife? I may be home late.
Yes, doctor.
Ask him to come straight away, please. Hello. I got your letter. I'm glad you know why you're here. How are you feeling?
All right.
I'm sorry I didn't see you today.
You're fed up with me.
Yes. Can I make it up to you now?
What do you mean?
I thought we'd have a session.
Now?
Yes. At dead of night. It's better than sleeping, isn't it? Look, Alan. Everything I do has a trick or a catch. Everything I say has a trick or a catch. That's all I know to do. But it works. You know that. Trust me.
Another trick then?
Yes?
A truth drug.
If you will.
What does it do?
Makes it easier for you to talk.
Like you can't help yourself.
Yes. And you have to speak the truth. All of it at all costs.
Is that really true?
It is. Would you like to try one?
No.
I think you do.
No, I don't.
Afterwards you'd sleep. You'd have no bad dreams all night. Probably for many nights. Do you want some water? Sit down.
What happens now?
We wait for it to work.
And what will I feel first?
Nothing. Probably after a minute, 100 green snakes would come out of that cupboard singing Hallelujah chorus.
I'm serious.
Nothing. Nothing is going to happen. What you want to happen. Yes, maybe. You're not going to say anything but what you want to say. So just lie back and relax.
Could you move, please?
Sure. Good.
I bet this room's heard some funny things.
Certainly has.
I like it.
This room.
Don't you?
There is not much to like, is there?
How long am I going to be in here?
It's hard to say. I quite see you want to leave.
No.
No.
Where will I go?
Home. You know, actually, I'd like to leave this place and never see it again in my life.
Why?
I've been in here far too long, you know.
Where would you go?
Somewhere.
Secret.
Yes. There's a sea. A great sea I love. It's where all the gods used to be.
What gods?
The old ones before they died.
Gods don't die, silly.
Yes, they do. There's a village I spent one night in. That's where I'd like to go. It's all white.
How would you know, Nosy Parker? You wouldn't have any room for it anymore.
I wouldn't mind. I don't actually enjoy being the nosy Parker, you know.
Why do it then?
Because you're unhappy.
So are you. I didn't mean that.
Didn't you?
Here, is this how it works? Things just slip out without you feeling anything.
Yes.
Wicked, isn't it? I mean, I can say anything under this.
That's right.
Ask me a question.
Tell me about Jill.
There's nothing to tell.
Really? For example, is she pretty? You've never described her.
All right.
What color hair?
I don't know.
Is it long or short?
I don't know.
You must know that.
I don't remember, okay? I don't.
Relax. It's fine. Listen. You have to do this now, Alan. You have to tell me everything that happened with this girl and not just tell me. Show me. Act it out if you'd like. I want you to feel free to do anything in this room. The pill will help you. I will help you. Now, where does she live?
Near the stables. About a mile.
She calls it the China Pantry. When Daddy disappeared, Mom was left without a bean. She had to earn her own living. I'd say she did jolly well, considering she was never trained in business.
What do you mean disappeared?
He ran off. No one ever saw him again.
Just left with a note on her dressing table saying, "Sorry, I've had it." Just like that. She never got over it. It turned her right off men. All my dates have to be sort of a secret. I mean, she knows about them, but I can never bring anyone back home because she's so rude to them.
She was always looking.
At you.
Saying stupid things.
You know, you've got super eyes.
Anyway, she was the one who had them.
There was an article in the paper last week that said, "What points about boys fascinate girls?" Do you want to guess what number one was? It was bottoms. But it's the eyes for me. Every time. They fascinate you too, don't they?
Me?
Or is it only horses' eyes?
What do you mean?
I saw you staring into Nugget's eyes the other day. You were staring right through them.
Oh, there must have been something in it,
You're a
obviously.
real man of mystery, aren't you?
Sometimes it was as if she knew.
I love horses' eyes. The way you can see yourself in them. Do you find them sexy?
What?
Horses.
Don't be daft, no.
I mean, girls do. We go through a phase where we kiss them and pat them. That sort of a thing, you know?
That sort of a thing. All the time until one night she...
Yes?
It was her idea, not mine. She got me into it.
What are you saying? One night, going from there, Alan.
Saturday night. We were just closing up and...
How would you like to take me out?
What?
How would you like to take me out tonight?
And before I knew it, we were in the cinema.
I did you wrong. My heart went out to play.
The place was full of men. Jill was the only girl. We sat down and the film came on. There was this girl who was taking a shower, and her friend, this boy, was looking at us through the door. It was fantastic. The water fell on her breasts, bouncing down her...
Was that the first time you ever saw a girl naked?
Yes. You couldn't see everything though. All around me, they were all looking. All the men staring up like they were in church, like they were a sort of congregation, and then suddenly...
Alan! What?
Oh God!
What is it?
Dad!
Alan!
Dad!
Your dad is here!
My dad is here!
Your dad is
Shut up! Please, please, shut up, please! Please, hide! Oh God! Oh no! Oh God!
So you went?
Shut up! What else could I do? He kept shouting, and everyone was saying, shut up. We went into the street, all three of us. I have never been there before. Honest, never.
He's right, Mr. Strang. It was my idea to take him there, not his.
He just stood there staring, straight ahead. It was awful.
I'm not shocked by films like these. I just find them really silly.
The bus wouldn't come. We just stood, and then suddenly...
I'd like you to know something. Both of you. I came here tonight to see the manager for business purposes. Picture houses like these needs posters. I'm a printer, miss. All I can say is that I had no idea they showed films like these. I'm going to complain to the council, and I'm not going to offer my services. That goes without saying.
Yes, of course.
Good. As long as it's understood.
Then the bus came along.
Come along now, Alan.
No.
No fuss, please. Say good night to the young lady. Come on.
No, I'm stopping here. I've got to see her home. It's proper. Dad?
Proper. All right. I'll see you when you choose to return. Very well.
And he went, and we didn't. He sat down and looked at me through the glass, and I saw
What?
his face. He was scared.
Of you?
It was awful.
You were scared too.
It was as if a hole had been drilled in my tummy. A hole right here.
Alan!
People kept turning around in the street to look.
Alan!
I just kept seeing him just as he drove off. Scared of me and me scared of him. I kept thinking of all the airs he used to put on. Receive my meaning. Improve your mind. All those nights he said he would be late. Keep my supper hot, Dora. Your poor father, he works so hard. Bugger, old bugger, filthy old bugger.
Hey, wait for me! What are you thinking about?
Nothing.
Mind my own beeswax. It's funny!
What?
Catching him like that. I mean, it's terrible, but it's funny.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you upset? That's a little unfair, Alan. Okay, tell me. What was he doing? Only what we were.
think about that?
I don't know. I kept seeing all the people in the street. They were mostly men coming out of pubs. And I suddenly thought, they all do it. All of them. They're not just dads, the people with pricks. And dad is not just dad either, he's a man with a prick too. You know, I'd never thought about that before. I kept thinking about dad and how he was nothing special. Just a poor old sod on his own. Poor old sod.
Why?
I mean, what else has he got? He's got mum, of course, but she
doesn't give him anything.
No, I bet she doesn't give him anything. That's absolutely right. She likes ladies and gentlemen. Do you understand what I mean?
Ladies and gentlemen aren't naked.
No, that would be disgusting. She have to put bowler hats on them.
Was that the first time you ever thought something like that about your mother? Like she was unfair to your dad?
Absolutely.
How did you feel?
Sorry. I mean, for him. Poor old sod. That's what I felt. He's just like me. He hates ladies and gents just like me. Bosh things and la-di-da. He goes off by himself at night and does his own secret thing which no one will ever know about. Just like me. There is no difference. He's just the same as me, just the same. Christ, I can't do this anymore.
Of course you can. You're doing wonderfully, Alan. Come on, don't think. Don't think, just answer. You were happy at that moment, weren't you?
Yes.
Yes? When you realized about your dad.
Yes.
A lot of people have secrets, Alan, not just you.
Yes.
Yes. You felt sort of free, didn't you?
Yes.
Like free to do anything.
Yes.
What was she doing, Alan?
Holding my hands.
That was good.
Oh, yes.
Yes. Now think of it. As if it's happening right now, this very moment. What's in your head?
Her eyes. She's the one with eyes. I keep looking at them because I really want to.
You look at her breasts.
Yes.
Like in the film.
Yes.
Yes.
Then she starts to scratch my hand.
You're really very nice, you know that? Let's go.
Where?
Come on, I know a place.
Where?
Follow me.
She runs ahead and I followed and then what? I see what she means.
What? Where has she taken you?
The stables.
Of course.
No.
Yes, why not?
No,
let's draw. It'll be cozy.
No.
Why not?
Them.
Oh, Dalton will be asleep. Don't you want to?
Yes.
Then?
Them.
Them who?
Horses.
Horses? Oh, you're real dotty. You're freezing. Let's get you under the straw now, shall we? You know, you'll be warm there.
No.
What on earth is the matter with you, Alan? Okay, if the sight of horses is bothering you so much, let me just get the door. Let me shut it.
So you went into the temple, the Holy of Holies.
What else can I do? No, I can't say. I can't tell her. Shut it tight.
All right, you're crazy.
Lock it.
No.
Yes.
It's just an old door. They're in their boxes. They can't get out.
Lock it.
Shh. Do you want to wake up Dalton? Stay there. Idiot.
And then?
At the end of this big door, behind it,
Horses.
yes,
How many?
4.
Jill closes the door so you can't see them.
Yes.
What happens now, Alan? Come on, show me.
All right. It's just us now. It's all shut. Hello.
Hello. Hi.
What is it? Come here. You're really very gentle. You know that?
So are you? No!
What is it, Alan?
Nothing.
Take off your jacket.
What?
Take it off. I will if you will.
put it in her.
You did?
I put it in her.
Was it easy?
Yes.
Describe it.
I told you.
More exactly.
I put it in her.
You did,
I
Alan.
shoved it in.
Did you really?
I put it all
Did
the
you
way.
really, Alan? Come on,
yes.
tell me honestly.
Yes,
Did you
my
really? What happened? You couldn't. Though you wanted to very much.
I couldn't see her.
What do you mean?
Only him. Every time I kissed her, he was in the way. Who? You know who. When I kissed her, I felt him under me, his side waiting for my hand. His flank. I looked right at it and I couldn't do it. I wanted the foam of his neck, his hide, his sweaty hide, not flesh, but hide. Then I couldn't even kiss her.
What is it?
Nothing.
It's okay, Alan. It happens.
Get out.
You know,
Get out.
What?
Please, get
Alan,
out.
it happens. It's actually very common. You know?
Get out. Get out. Please, just get out.
Alan,
Please, get out.
Alan, drop it. Drop it. It's very dangerous, Alan. Drop it.
You haven't tell anyone. Just
I'm
tell
not
me.
going to tell anyone, Alan. I'm your friend. Why don't we just lay in the straw and talk? Okay, fine. I'm going.
Would you ever tell anyone?
I'm not going to tell anyone. I'm not. I wish you'd believe me, Alan. I really wish. You know?
Get out, please.
What?
He was there. Through the door. The door was shut, but he was there. He'd seen everything. I could hear him. He was laughing.
Laughing?
Mocking. Friend. That was the kind. The merciful. Forgive me. Take me back again. Please. I won't do it again. I promise. I swear to take me back again. Please. Please.
And he? What does he say, Alan?
Mine! You are mine! I am yours! And you are mine! I see you! I see you! Always! Everywhere! Forever! Kiss anyone and I will see. Lie with anyone and I will see. You will see me and you will fail. Forever and ever, you will see me and you will fail.
The Lord thy God is a jealous God, Alan. He sees you. He sees you forever and ever. He sees you. He sees you.
Eyes! White eyes! Never close eyes like flames! Coming! God see us now! God see us! No more Equus! No more Equus! Faithful and true! Thou, God, seest nothing! Nothing!
Something in your kiss just told me my sometime is now. Everybody finds somebody somewhere. There's no telling where I'll be. Something in my heart keeps saying,
Alan, you're okay. You're fine now. Fine. It's gone now, Alan. It's gone now. Fine. It's gone now. Breathe out. Come on. Breathe in. Breathe out. Yes. Yes. Evan. Fine. Fine, Evan. He's not coming back now. You're going to be well now, Evan. I'm going to make you well. I promise you that. Sleep now. Have a long, deep sleep. I'm lying to you, Evan. You won't really go that easily, oh no. When Equus leaves, if he leaves at all, it will be with your intestines in his teeth. And I don't stock replacements. If you knew anything, you'd get up this minute and run from me as fast as you could.
The boy is in pain, Martin.
Yes.
And you can take it away.
Yes!
Then that's enough, surely, in the end.
All right. All right, I'll take it away. He'll be delivered from madness. What then? He'll feel himself acceptable. What then? You think feelings like his can be simply reattached like band-aids, huh? Stuck onto other objects we select? Look at him. My desire may be to make this boy an ardent husband, a caring citizen, a worshipper of an abstract and unifying God. My achievement is more likely to make a ghost. Let me tell you exactly what I'm going to do to him. I'll heal the rash on his body. I'll erase the welts cut into his mind by flying manes, and when that's done, I'll set him on a nice metallic scooter and send him puttering off into the normal world. I'll take away his field of aha and give him normal places for his ecstasy, multi-lane highways driven through the guts of cities. One thing I'll promise you, he'll never touch hide again. With any luck, his private parts will come to feel as plastic to him as the products of the factory to which he will almost certainly be sent. Who knows? He might even come to find sex funny. Smirky funny, bit of a grunt funny, trampled, furtive, and entirely in control. Hopefully, he'll touch only approved flesh, though without any passion. Passion, you see, can be destroyed by a doctor. It cannot be created. You won't gallop anymore, Aaron. Horses will be quite safe. You'll save your pennies every week until you can change that scooter in for a car and spend your glorious weekends grooming it. You will be, however, without pain. And all right, I say it. I surrender. In an ultimate sense, I cannot know what I do in this place, yet I do ultimate things. Essentially, I cannot know what I do here, yet I do essential things, irreversible, terminal things. I stand in the dark with a pick in my hand, striking at heads. I need more desperately than my children need me a way of seeing in the dark. What way is this? What dark is this? There is now in my mouth this sharp chain, and it never comes out.